So starting the test drive in this Bronco Badlands with the Sasquatch package, this thing rides like it has a Sasquatch package on it, but I love how it doesn't feel like it has a lift. It doesn't feel like it has 35-inch tires on it. You can feel that there's a difference between the standard Bronco, but it almost just feels it just feels more aggressive. It's still easy to handle, like it'll still drive in a straight line down the road. It's just an awesome vehicle, and I think the Sasquatch package in particular just gives you that nice feel of being able to conquer anything. You know, if the regular Bronco gives you 98%, then the Sasquatch package allows you to do about 100% of what you'd be wanting to do with this. And it's just it's a lot of fun, and it's just very aggressive, which I like. Now the 2.7 EcoBoost compared to the 2.3 turbo, it feels more powerful. It feels stronger. I like the sound a lot better. And for, you know, almost $3,000, I'm glad that there are a lot of big differences that you can actually tell with having this engine. Now I have the vehicle in eco mode, and I really can't even tell because the engine's so strong. Just pulling it out of a corner with the eco mode on, it's not like I feel, I guess, a drawback compared to the normal mode. It's a bit more efficient, but it's not like it doesn't make sense. And that's something that's very hard to accomplish with eco modes in general. So Ford does a pretty good job with theirs, specifically with this 2.7 EcoBoost. It just feels more natural. You go up to the twin turbo V6, and you know, you can feel that kind of holding you back a bit more, but here it just feels like almost like a comfort mode, if that makes sense. But now I'm going to put it into the normal mode, and we're going to see how that differs. Yeah, it feels so much stronger. It almost feels like a sport mode in a sense. But again, you get that upgraded twin turbo V6, so kind of adds up, I guess. Now I will say the sound deadening roof with a hard top, it helps, but it's still a Bronco. You're still gonna get that open air feel. It's just, you know, if you're used to Wranglers as opposed to the Broncos, the Wranglers have been out a lot longer. The soft top on those, pretty loud. This hard top isn't loud, but you can still hear what's going on outside, especially as you get up to speed. Around 40 miles an hour, you start to really hear the wind noise and whatnot. It's not bad, but especially around 70 miles per hour, it's a lot better than the soft top, but it's still not better than a traditional SUV. And you wouldn't expect that with a vehicle like this that has removable tops. Now, as for the layout of the Bronco, I love how all of my important off-road buttons are up here, even the hazards and the traction control. I like having the USB-C ports there because I can kind of lay the phone up there if I want to. And where the windshield is kind of long, it doesn't really intrude on my visibility, especially since the hood is barely visible from this position. And then the digital gauge cluster, really nice to have, and then being able to just kind of change the view at any given point, the off-road status, the tire pressure monitors, just whatever I might need based on whether I'm going off-roading or whether just driving around town going to work. All the important stuff is right here. And then this normal mode, just being able to pull like this thing does, it's just, it's a lot of fun to drive. Now, as I'm about to get on the interstate here in a minute, I'm gonna put it in the sport mode. I'm definitely not gonna thrash it, probably just gonna barely give it any throttle to kind of hear the engine kind of do its thing, but I don't wanna floor it because this only has 15 miles on it. Here we go. So, I mean, yeah, just a lot of power there. Now, I want to give one more big thanks to Ford Lincoln of Franklin for allowing me to review this Bronco today. I'll leave a link below in the description. If you're looking to find the best price on one of these closer to home, click that second link down below. It takes just a minute to fill out your information, and I'll make sure the local dealers are fighting to get you the best price on this or whatever new vehicle you might be interested in. But as we are cruising right at the speed limit here, 70 miles an hour, again, you can kind of hear what I'm talking about. It's not nearly as loud as the soft top, so it definitely helps, but you can still hear, it's not like being in a traditional SUV. But if you're getting one of these, that's probably not gonna be an issue for you. But again, I just like to point that out because it's not gonna be something that just fixes all your problems. There's still gonna be a sound there, but I really like the sound because it just makes you feel like you're in a Ford Bronco. You still get that experience, and then you just take the windows down, the top down, and all of that stuff, and you get that full-on true Bronco experience. But in terms of just having a really nice vehicle, you know, for the $71,000 price point, you get the twin turbo V6, you get this 10-speed automatic, you get the heated seats, heated steering wheel, dual zone climate controls, the Sasquatch package. It's just, you get a lot for this money. This one's pretty well optioned out. You can get a Bronco cheaper if you don't want the EcoBoost, if you want to go down a trim level, whatever. But I just recommend doing this and being happy with what you have, because it's a lot of vehicle without going up to six figures getting a Bronco Raptor. And all that being said, this will bring me to the end of my review of this 2026 Bronco Badlands Sasquatch.